Hey everyone, Jessica here. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you a little behind the scenes on how I created these little splashes of gold on this watercolor. And it's a really simple technique using my new 24 karat gold brushes. So what I've done is I've put my text here, and then I'm going to create a layer under the text. I'm going to get my regular paintbrush tool and pick a pink like we saw in there. And actually you can grab whatever watercolor you have. But I'm going to grab this watercolor that I made especially, and if you're one of my Patreons, I'm going to have the link down below. But I'm just going to apply like a nice, oh, you know what? I just remembered. For this brush, I'm going to take the flow down to 34%. So when you select your brush and you've got your color, you can look up here and there's a flow. And if I leave my brush on 100%, it's a little dramatic. So what I'm going to do is take my flow down to like 30 something when I want it to be the really subtle part of it. So I'm just going to cut that, and I'm going to make some kind of romantic sort of watercolor like you might see on some Save the Dates. So I'm not going to worry that it's perfect. Good enough. That's my new motto for this year. So let's make another layer above it. And then I'm going to use like a stronger watercolor brush. And like I said, you can grab any watercolor brush you have. And I'm going to leave the flow up high because I want it to be a little bit like stronger edges and a little bit more dramatic. And I want it to be like not as transparent. So because I'm going to use it as a clipping layer for my gold. So if it's like half transparency, that you're not going to really see the gold. And plus it just kind of complements it well. So let's see how I did over here. Yeah, so I'm going to maybe kind of have part of it coming down through here, but I don't want it like a big blob, so I'm going to get a little more creative here. But like I said, let's take the size down. I'm going to try not to worry that it's perfect. Okay, good enough. And same thing over here. I'm going to just put a little splotch. So that's fine. I'm going to create a new layer above it, and I'm going to create a clipping mask. I'm going to hold down my Alt Option key. I'm on a Mac, and create a clipping mask like this, or you can go to the top right and go clipping mask, wherever it is. Ah, it's like right here, but I already have it. So then the gold is going to stick onto the edge of this watercolor. And so I'm going to get my mixer brush tool over here and grab one of my gold brushes, and I'm going to grab gold brush 29 just to kind of give a little quick demo, and I'm going to paint like on the edge of one of them so you can kind of see, and I won't worry that it's perfect, but you can kind of have a little fun with the edges here, and you've got that gold kind of in the middle, but you've got it coming to the edge, so that's pretty cool in itself. And you can leave it like that, or you can try different brush strokes. So like, let me grab 31, and they're always going to look different. So you can just have some fun with this. I like this is kind of a cool gold too. This is 31, and so you just get all different effects. So I'm just going to do a couple more just to have a little fun here. I'll grab gold brush. This one's a good one because it's like it's really foil-like. So that's 32. And that can be really fun because it looks like you foiled the edges of the watercolor. That's awesome. And then maybe let's play with brush 33. Oh, this one is very pretty and kind of like, I'm loving this brush actually. So there's brush 33, I'll stick with that. And then I want to add just a little bit of kind of glitter gold dust. So I'm going to create a layer above this, not on the clipping mask layer. And I'm going to go to texture 5. Which has like a little, oops, let's undo that, and throw in a little gold dust texture, maybe around the edges, and that's really cool, and you could just mess with it until you're happy with it. But that's basically how I did this design, and you can have a lot of fun with that, but using that watercolor layer as a clipping mask is a way to give it really cool edges, and just a cool fun technique. So play around with it, and I think you'll have a lot of fun. And if you have any questions, just let me know, and I'll put the link for those watercolor brushes. They'll be available for 2 levels of my Patreon, so you can download them if you want. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that.